quick update on my earlier video. Finished setting up the Fly Lola. The front axle is all the way through rather than the stub axles. And also used some NSR 3/32 brass spacers to take the horizontal slop out of the front end as well. You can see here I've added a piece of lead just near the front axle. I did have to grind with a Dremel a little bit of the reinforcing for the slot hole, for the guide hole I should say, but it was only minimal. I didn't take all of that away. And also I put this other piece of lead here in the middle. But what that did mean is that I did have to get a bit medieval with the Dremel and just take a millimetre off, because the interior of the car sits almost flat on the deck in the chassis. But yeah, it was only minimal, and I was able to sort of not make too much of a mess of that. I really don't like touching the interiors at all. But the back end was a little bit more tricky. I don't know why, but the front axle I got off Steve, perfectly 3/32 size. The NSR bushings, brass bushings went over perfectly. The rear end, those same NSR bushings would not, or spacers would not go over the axle. So again, with a 3D printer, printed out some spacers. I mean, because you can get with a 3D printing, FDM printing, accuracy up to 0.12 millimeters for each layer. I was able to print some of these. I printed out a 0.8 millimeter spacer for the right side near the gear or gears, and I printed out. I used two 1 millimeter spacers on the other opposite side. Yeah, I think I was a bit too. The super glue dried a bit too quick as I was pushing the wheel back on. I don't think I quite got it home. But so there is a little bit of left-right movement there, but the key thing here, if you can see close up, is that the gears are always engaged no matter where that moves. So I think this will cut the mustard for tonight. But yeah, I was able to true the front tyres, and yeah, they've come up beautifully. They're lovely and round, and there's really a nice spin in the tyres as well. If I could flick that with two hands, but. Anyway, we'll see how it goes tonight. Thanks for watching.